Hey there guys, Mobile Gamer here, and today I'll be working in Brave Frontier, and we're just going to be doing some Challenge Arena. So, in this video, we went from the plains to the fire area, and if you didn't know this yet, the plains basically give you the easiest enemies with the best modifiers, and the fire area gives you the toughest enemies with the hardest modifiers, the ones that are the toughest to get around. So I get to the fire part, and then I mistake no Brave Burst for no leader skills and put a bunch of units with Brave Bursts in, and, well, it doesn't go well. But until then, you can see that there are some pretty easy fights. I was thinking a little bit more on strategy while I was just thundering through this morning, and I figured some stuff out. You always need to play with the modifier, and that might be something simple to understand, but it's also quite overlooked, especially by me in the end of the video. But if it's water element advantage, use water. If it's light element advantage, use light. Even if the enemy team is an all it's like an all more powerful element, like if it's water element advantage and the entire enemy team is thunder, the likelihood is that you'll still win. And that's because the water units have such a huge advantage that it's really overbearing in terms of the fights that you get. So you should play with those modifiers. Moving along, there are also the male, female, and genderless modifiers, and you really need to watch out for those too. For those, it's a lot harder to try to figure out what the enemy team has in terms of an advantage on you. I know I was trying to figure it out today, and Sky Hero Athena, until her 6-star form, is genderless. Imagine that. She's just genderless. So, it's kind of tough to go through, but some good genderless units are any of the dragon type units. There's also Xvel, his 7-star. Also, 6 stars like Leoron are still extremely viable if they have the boost. So, if you get any kind of boost, play into it and use the specified party type, but also make sure that you're watching the enemy team to see what kind of advantage they'll have on you. And I think you'll see in the video, actually probably not, but anyways, you'll see sometimes that there are no Brave Burst modifiers on enemies whose squads are close to or actually are mono element squads. I ran across a water mono squad today with the no Brave Burst modifier, and the easiest thing to do there is go to a thunder element. If you come across a squad that is mono in element, and it's no Brave Bursts or no leader skills or basically anything other than one of the modifiers that I was just talking about, do a mono squad that'll easily combat them. I know I picked, I think, Gribe as my leader because he has water element reduction and thunder based damage. And I just threw in a bunch of thunder units and won. It's simple as that. Now, in terms of no leader skills and no Brave Bursts, there are a few units that you should try to have. The power units, I think, are Colt and Claire. Now, Claire has, I think it's, Claire has a BC boost on her Brave Burst or her Super Brave Burst, and I think Colt might have the same. The two of them, their extra skill is actually activated by the two of them being in the same party. So if you have both Claire and Colt in the same party, they'll get a huge boost to all of their parameters. And another unit who's also very good, especially for no Brave Bursts, is actually Oguro. He has an unlimited Super Brave Burst, but that's not really useful in no Brave Burst zones, But what is useful is his extra skill, which gives him extremely increased attack based on how full his Brave Burst gauge is. So if there's no Brave Burst modifier, then you can be sure that Oguro is going to have his attack boost all the time. And one last modifier that we really need to talk about is the dreaded no BB gauge start modifier. And for this, basically what you want to do is get Melchio or Bestie, Diana, Medina, maybe even Hatsune Miku, just someone who you can use to get extremely fast BB regeneration. Basically, in terms of the empty BB gauge start, the first team to get one of their Brave Bursts up is the team that wins. So, other than that, that's all for strategy for this time. Maybe I'll be back with another video, maybe not. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.